In today's Madden 16 Inside the Mind gameplay, I'm hoping that today's video will kind of help you see some of the concepts that we've been discussing so far with our Madden 16 Ultimate Guide. And I know it's kind of hard to do these videos, and I want to apologize to you briefly for just not being able to share enough with you guys in the last couple of days. I haven't posted in about 6 days. And I want to apologize to you. I want to just quickly cover that. Basically, just some family stuff has come up, and I've kind of been running ragged for the last probably 2-3 weeks, and so I'm doing my best, but please bear with me. We are working on getting content to you. There's been a ton of things happen in the Madden world. A new patch has been released, and there's also been a lot of MUT content posted. So I will try to cover some of that in a little while, but I wanted to at least get this gameplay out to you guys. I'm really excited about this because I think this is going to kind of bring together some of the things that we've been talking about in our MUT 16 free guide. The defense is pretty much standard. I'm running the New England Patriots 3-3-5 odd defense. You can find that for sale in the link below. It's only about $10. And then I'm also running, but on offense, I'm running our free product, which is this MUT free guide, and you can check that out by just following and hitting subscribe to our channel. And you can go over to my YouTube channel by clicking my little name at the bottom left hand of the screen, and you'll be able to get access to those videos. But anyway, defensively, guys, the best way I see it to play Madden this year is to kind of do a little prevent. I'm a big fan of that. Man-to-man coverage for sure, but definitely prevent. I've actually been running a lot more cover 3 recently, just because it gives you, in my opinion, it gives you a little bit more flexibility with your, basically your coverage shells. Definitely gives you more flexibility with your blitzes. So I've been running some of that. But yeah, been just kind of hanging out here. Obviously, defensively, your first thing you want to do is kind of see what's going to work against your opponent in about every avenue. But mainly, the main question is where is he going with his route? So, like, he's throwing a corner route to the left. He's thrown levels Y sail. So, with all that in mind, kind of leads me to play this defense on him. We'll see if this gets him. This is, he may run an inside zone. I think he's running inside zone as well. Basically, what you want to do as a defense is kind of gather some information in the first place to kind of see where he's going to go. So he went to that little seam pass. I probably should have got that. He's ran that twice. He's hit the seam both times, so I got to be on that next time. Okay, so now we get the ball, and we'll see what we can do. Got a pretty budget squad. I mean, don't really have any great players. Have a few really good ones. I don't think I have any really, like, crazy good players. Alright, so the first thing that I like to do is to kind of start out of the I-form twins. The reason that I do this is to basically gain an understanding of what my opponent is going to be doing. I kind of get a look at his base defense, basically, and just kind of see what we're looking at. If he's a 4-3 under guy, if he's a fan of the 3-3-5, if he's a fan of the 3-4 even. Kind of look at his roster, basically. This just allows me to do the same thing that I'm really kind of doing defensively, is in gaining some information. See, and the cool part is they show you the play they ran, so it helps you even more with that informational gathering. He's running this under smoke. He's a nickel. Let's see, he comes back out. He's in the same thing. So we're just going to pound fullback dive here, see if we can't get some yardage. It'll bring up a third down. Normally we'll go to a toss here. Normally you run fullback dive, and the reason reason this offense is so good, in my opinion, is because, see, like in this example here, he's got 3-4. He's got everybody pinched in here. We're going to try to break a toss. He's actually offsides, and we'll get a first down no matter what. So we'll go ahead and accept that penalty. So that's a couple of little insights. Now the next thing we want to do here is start setting him up with some constraint things. Basically, we've seen nickel as a base, and then 3-4 as a kind of a run defense. See what he does here. He's still in his 3-4. Looks like he's running the safety blitzes from 3-4, bringing the 3-4 even. Pretty much is what I'm seeing here. We know we want to go to the bunch eventually, but the idea is we have to at least examine what type of defense we're going to be going up against. If we don't gather that information, you know, then whenever we go to the bunch, for example, you know, it opens up the possibilities for him. See, here's nickel psycho. We'll see how we can do here. And that was a really interesting turn of events. Bringing up a 3rd and 7. So now we have all that information gathered. We're put into this situation. We're going to try to go to the play KC divide. We're going to flip it. And he comes out in that nickel psycho again. So probably going to be running some cover 2. Doesn't base align. Ends up getting some really good pressure off that left edge. We're going to have to punt. Not a good start to the game, but man, TJ Conley, Georgia Loca flying. Hit stick. Oh, that should have been a fumble, man. I think that should have been a fumble. Alright, so defense is back on the table. So I'm thinking for most of what he's going to be running offensively, this overload 3 sky press is going to give him some problems. There we go, Marcus Peters. See, and he goes back to that streak. We shaded coverage to the inside. And we were able to intercept him. So it's looking like his base package is going to be this nickel. That's what it's appearing. Try to get this quick flat pass working. A quick flat to Johnson. Get him in the open field against a corner. It's basically just a little makeshift screen pass. But in my opinion, it really does a pretty decent little job. Running that nickel psycho means he's weak. Because he's got a corner in there instead of a backer. Stays with that nickel psycho, ends up getting us in the backfield. So it's kind of a boring game, I mean, so far. But what this has done is it's given us a lot of information. So clearly he's going to want to run this nickel psycho D. He's going to bring pressure off that left side. And so we're going to try to combat it with some quick passing to the left. There you see there's John Brown coming wide open. Those crossing patterns, right? All of this was basically as a result of the information gained, you know, by what he was doing, right? Bring Johnson in motion here. Get a little low pass lead to Keenan Allen. try and get this quick flat passing going again. Looking for Keenan Allen over the middle. We get the read we want. Get us down into a scoring position. About 2 minutes left. Now this is where the I-form twins has to really come up big for us. This is why we start out in this to see how well it's going to work. We're second and goal on the 1. You know, obviously expecting fullback dive. But the cool part about this is that we're given a couple of options based off of what we see here. Bring Johnson in motion. I think we're going to be able to hit this quick flat. He run commits, and that's exactly why we do this little quick flat. If they run commit to stop that fullback dive, we're going to be able to hit them right on that edge with a little quick pass. And you see it pay off for us there as we get a touchdown. I personally like to go for 2. I just personally find that it's the best for me. So we're going to do that right now. But yeah, hopefully you're seeing what, kind of how this comes together. So he brings that guy off that edge there. I'm going to do a little fake playmaker. See, he brings him off that edge, and he's going to get the stop. So we take note of that and realize he's kind of setting up to stop the toss more so than the fullback dive. Now, we've seen that play out a couple times, and probably should have actually called the fullback dive, honestly. I probably made a mistake in play calling there. But now we kind of know where he's at. And the thing is, if he gears up to stop that fullback dive, we can actually hit him with that quick pass to the outside. So definitely some opportunities here after that a lot of information gathered in this first half. With him going into this 2-minute situation, this is where the defense has to come up big. So not really expecting running. I'm really expecting him to go back to these corner routes, quick streaks and things like that. So we'll see what he does here. He goes to that quick flat, right back to it, exactly what I thought he would do. And we're going to try to shut that down right here. Pulling McCourty. So we've got a little cover 2 set up on that right side to stop that quick flat. Goes to the vertical. Marcus Peters is right in the vicinity and swats the ball down. I like to just let the computer play the ball. I find that they do a pretty decent job in this game. Normally when I click onto it, we have some trouble. See, there's that quick flat. See, that's all you can do. I mean, that's all you can do right there. I mean, if he's going to complete that, you can't really do anything. I have a guy right in the area. Obviously, if he kept going to it over and over again, then we may have a problem. Here we're going to go to this cover 3 buzz. This is a really risky play call. I've got 4 people in the area. I don't know about that one. Doing a really interesting thing with that vertical streak. Probably go back to that overload. There we go. There's Quan Alexander making a great interception. So we played that deep streak. We had that covered. He went to the underneath crossing pattern, and we were able to make a play. So now we have an opportunity to potentially get something going offensively. You want to start out, I like to start out drives like this with just a basic screen. It allows me to kind of see how he's going to play it, basically, more or less. See, we get the screen going. Not very good yardage, but we have 3 timeouts, so that's lucky. we have one more screen. Look at this cross screen. Now the reason that I'm going to go to it here really boils down to I don't think he's expecting it. It's one of those play calls you make sometimes when they may least expect it. So that's what we're looking at here. Get the cross screen. We have more room to run. Johnson, you got to get out of bounds right there. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Now we're going to have to scramble. We're going to have to go ahead and call a timeout because we weren't able to go no huddle for some reason. But now we come out in Z spot or KC drive. Either one is pretty solid. We're going to start with PA post. Love the crossing patterns. Quick flat over here to this left side. You see we got nobody over there because he's been blitzing. He's been blitzing that slot guy off that cover 3 buzz. And right here, in all seriousness, I'm pretty much only worried about getting a field goal. Obviously, a touchdown is nice, but a field goal is really what's necessary. Got the corner route, Amari Cooper, and unfortunately he doesn't make the catch for me. It's kind of a tough reality. Third and 1, I got a timeout left. I'm going to run the same play. No flat zone. We're able to take advantage of it and get out of bounds quick. All right. Probably looking at KC divide right here, but we're probably going to run PA post first. Goes to cover 2. We've got a guy up the seam. Amari Cooper with a dot for the touchdown. Good drive there by the offense. He goes to a cover 2 blitz, and we are able to pick up the pressure with the play action blocking. 5-on-5, 1-on-1 matchups. We're able to get that deep vertical. We're able to go in for the touchdown. All right, so he's already been burned once with the back flowing out of the backfield, so he probably will not run commit again. And as you can see there, works very nicely, and we're able to get in for 2 points. The offense is clicking on all cylinders at this point after a opening punt. And we're able to tackle. All right, so defensively, he's got 3 timeouts right now, so it's hard to justify. It's hard to really justify blitzing, but it's also hard to justify playing full-on max coverage. And so what we're going to do is go 2-man under, and we're going to do a little. We're going to rush. We're going to rush a couple guys. See there, Bradley Roby able to cover him in the open field. Now he's got about 5 seconds, and this is where quarters 3 deep, man up 3 deep. Back the coverage off. Spy a guy to take the rollout, and then you're going to take the running back. He's able to complete it, but as you can see, with only 5 seconds left, the clock runs out. Offensively, we're going to get the ball coming out in the second half. Probably going to look into maybe running a little single back ace. May go, maybe not. Let's see. We don't have the single back. Oh yeah, pistol ace, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to look at some pistol ace here. I like to kind of bring this out as a little mini scheme to open the half normally. But yeah, I normally like to use this as a mini scheme, especially in situations like this where he's kind of seen my main stuff. There he's able to play it really well. His nickel package, though, is going to help him pretty tremendously, honestly. But I like to kind of use this. I think the pistol ace is one of the best running formations because it has so many different angles on its runs. So he's been running with this kind of heavy outside pressure. So we're going to try to kind of come in, get some power running up the middle with the counter. And as you can see, we have some pretty good success there. See if he does the same thing. 3rd and 3 here. Easy call. We're just going to run some counter ball. Get the kick out here and there. He ends up stopping us a little shallow of the first down. I'm okay with going for this. So we're going to get into our bunch. Key 4th and 2 here, but into that trips Y flex tight. We haven't gone to it yet, but the inside zone from the trips Y flex tight is phenomenal. We're able to get him. I think he ends up, I don't know what happened there. We're going to keep powering here, and we're going to use that halfback counter just because he's been running a lot of outside pressure. That's why the strong power got blown up on the first run. So we'll definitely be utilizing that. He's been running a lot of zone coverage specifically. So we're going to look to attack some zone coverage here with a quick little passing play. Goes to man, but we're able to get a nice crossing pattern to the tight end over the middle. As you can see, the offense is really clicking on all cylinders right now. It's very difficult to guard when you have to guard so many things. So here you see how he's kind of playing this outside style. You go down to this single back ace, we have a halfback slam we can easily check down into. This is just a simple power run. What it does for us is when he's kind of outside like this, it allows us to kind of check down, have a quick hitting run that's not going to kill us if we get blown up, as you see there. But as you can see, he is starting to kind of bring a lot of guys up in the middle of the box, and that's going to cause some problems for this halfback counter. You'll see that here. We're just going to run it to try to get that first down. Johnson doesn't have enough acceleration to get through there, unfortunately. We're not quite able to get this running game going. And as you can see, when he wants to stop the run, he's doing heavy 3-4, and he's going to like man blitzing linebackers kind of thing. That's been his kind of MO. So we're going to try to get this KC drive going. Pretty good little play. And I don't know why. I thought X was on a flat route, but unfortunately he was not. And we're going to turn the ball over. The pistol ace did not look very good on that drive. So staying with his trips Y flex tight. Remember, he's run angle and verticals. Pretty much everything comes to this left side. Not a whole lot of crossing patterns. And there we are. And you can see he's going back to this vertical passing attack. There's the levels Y sail. And as you can see, that flat zone, even though it doesn't take away the pass completely, we're able to get it taken care of for the most part. Pass coming in here, heavy pressure off this left edge. Goes with level sail and gets a nice, difficult pass, but definitely does complete it. inside zone. Been waiting for this inside zone. He hasn't ran it yet, and we're able to shut him down a little bit. So there we get the linebacker going up vertically. We're able to, and you see, I mean, it hasn't been a ton of variance. I mean, this guy's pretty much stayed true to his key plays. Right here, we're going to try to dial up some pressure. See if this cover two can't do a couple things to him here. And there we are on that level sail. As you can see, the problem with this play is there's no vertical to the vertical streak to take away that cover two zone. And so you're going cover two on the right side, and then you have to count for the verticals on the left. But pretty much, you know, you're able to kind of work with it a little bit here. So we crucially hold him to a field goal. Now the offense is given the ball with about 3 minutes left. Our job really is to close the game out with a solid drive to really close this one out for us. Brown on the return. Alright, so we're going to try to go back to that pistol ace for one, you know, a couple more plays at least, because I think we're about to get him to a point where we're able to get the strong power working. He seemed very intent on trying to take it away, and here we go. So this is a perfect look for the strong power. And remember, we're just going to motion this guy right into that guard's position. Get the seal here, run the ball in the alley, and Johnson is loose. He's gone, and there you see the power of what used to be and what still is the strong power. As you can see it busting when they clamp down on the inside run, the strong power is the run that is open. And as you can see there, phenomenal hole, patience, pursuit angles, and we were off to the races. Trying to hit Le'Veon Bell in the flats. He goes to goal line to take the fullback dive. We hit Le'Veon Bell in the flats, and the offense just slammed the door shut on this game. Defense right now, our job is to play prevent, basically. Two-man under style defense. Sit back and just say, you know, just give him what he, you know, kind of give him all that underneath stuff. Keep everything in bounds. Force him to go over the middle of the field on his crossing patterns. And we should be good for the win here. So really, really good game. And we'll see what we can do here out of this dime 146. Goes to some play action. He's going vertical. See, we've been running cover 3 all game. Wow, I don't know how he completed that ball. But we've been running cover 3 all game. And you see now, he thought we were going cover 3. We are actually in cover 2. He's going to go back to the verticals, and we're there. As you can see. And we will be in cover. We will be in cover 2 man most of this rest of the game. Let him run the inside zone. He has to stay about. You know, I mean, he really can't run right now. He's down 2 possessions, and you see the game planning paying off there, forcing him into a 3rd down. Can't really run inside zone, and you have to be able to beat 2 man under from this. And outside of the tight end, where's he going to go? And as you can see there, Bradley Roby says, "No, sir." And that'll bring up a 4th down. He has to go crossing patterns. No other route beats man. No crossing, crossing pattern, crossing pattern, crossing pattern. We're there, batting the ball down. We hit play the receiver all the way, batted the ball down, closed the game out. The defense finished it for us. And a really, really good game, I think. Definitely a decent game for you guys to watch. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I really, really hope that you guys come back as we finish up this ebook series. Thank you so much, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, you would like to check out our ebook resources, you can check those out in the link below. Also, guys, if you enjoyed what you saw today from our channel and you want to be a part of our community as we try to get better at Madden 16,